Hi everyone, so this is going to be my little review of the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the size PM. I've gotten a lot of requests to do a video review for this just because I guess on YouTube there isn't too many reviews on this particular size. I know a lot of people when they go to purchase a Neverfull they usually pick the MM or the GM size, which is one of the larger sizes, but I don't really see too many people picking the smallest size. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about the aesthetics of the bag, I guess. As you can see, this is in the monogram pattern with the natural leather straps and trim. This is pretty small. It is about the size of a piece of paper. So this is a regular like 8 by 11 and a half or 8 by 11 paper or notebook technically. But as you can see, it's about the same like length as an 8 by 11 piece of paper. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So it has the typical pattern, as you can see, stripes, and then on the inside it has one pocket only, which has a zipper, and it's kind of like a flap kind of pocket. It's not sewn into the side, it's kind of more of like a flap. It's only sewn in at the top. And then it has the hook at the top here, so you can hook it together so the bag doesn't open up all the way. This doesn't have a zipper at the top though. As you can see, it's pretty open. Even with the hook attached, it still is pretty open at the top. And like all of the Neverfulls, it has this little leather attachment on both sides of the bag. I'm not sure what you would call this. I think I called it like a tassel at one point, but it's not a tassel. I just couldn't find the word to describe it. But the purpose of these is so that you can cinch the bag up. So you take this little leather stopper here and you just push it in, or pinch it up, I guess. So when you pinch this up on both sides, as you can see, it kind of has a different look to it. It doesn't look as big or as wide, I guess, as it typically does if these are unpinched. So I kind of like that. It gives the bag a little bit of a different look just by pinching the sides in. I usually don't do that though. I will do that with the MM or the bigger sizes, but with the small size I don't really like to pinch it in just because I like the look of it like this. Okay, so size wise in comparison to the MM, I only own the MM, I don't own the GM just because I'm only 5'3", so I find that when I'm wearing it it's almost too big for me. So my size limit is the MM. This is probably the more popular size, I want to say. It's just more, I guess, universally flattering on all shapes and sizes. Anyway, so just to compare the size difference, this is what it looks like compared to one another. It's kind of hard to compare them properly, but that's what it looks like. Obviously the MM is much larger, it's deeper, and it's also wider. The PM sits really nice on your shoulder, or even if you like to wear it on the crook of your elbow. It works either way. Fit quite a lot of stuff in here. If you've seen my like what's in my bag video featuring this video, I'll link it in the bottom bar below if you haven't seen it, but I just show you guys all the stuff that I can carry in this, which it can carry actually quite a bit. The only thing that I have to say about it is if you carry too much stuff in it, because it is pretty shallow considering, and it has an open top, you do run the risk, if you're like in a crowd or any place like that, you do run the risk of getting something, I guess, stolen potentially from you. So that's like the one downside from it. Also, if you do carry a lot of stuff in here and you have it over your shoulder or on your shoulder, it does tend to kind of bulk out. So if you don't like it being too bulky under the arm, I would recommend carrying maybe less stuff with you. Typically when I use this bag, I try not to carry too much stuff with me. I will put my lip glosses and stuff like that in the zipper here, and then I have my wallet and usually my phone, but they lay flat on the bottom of the bag. So that way it doesn't feel too bulky when I have it on my shoulder, and also it's much harder to kind of like reach in there for, I guess, potential thieves who are trying to steal your wallet. So I've had this bag for a few years now, so the leather has patinaed. As you can tell, it's a little bit darker than when you first get it. When you first get it, the leather is usually kind of like a ivory white color, and then as you use it more and as it gets more sun, it turns into kind of like a more tan color. So I've had this for a while, so it has patinaed, and I really love the look of it when it's patinaed. The trim on this bag has gotten a little bit dirty just from everyday use. The leather on this hasn't cracked though, as you can see. On the damier version, on this version here, the leather on the trim has cracked a little bit just because it is different. This is treated as opposed to this one, which is not. So this one is more prone to cracking, but you can replace the trim. I believe it's like $70, I think, is what they quoted me for when I asked. So it's pretty affordable, and I'll probably be doing that in the next little while. I don't think it's gotten too bad yet, but I will be doing that. So overall, I really do love this bag. I have no qualms about purchasing this size. I absolutely love it. I like the size of it because sometimes you don't want to carry such a huge tote bag around with you, and I find that this works kind of like better as an evening bag as opposed to the other one, because the other one, it is like a big tote bag, so it kind of looks, I don't know, it doesn't really look too great with like an evening cocktail dress or something like that, but I find that this one, just because of the size, it transitions better from day to night. Don't get me wrong though, I do use the version all throughout the night sometimes, just because I love the bag and it carries a lot of stuff in it. Okay, so that is it for my review of the Neverfull PM. I hope I answered all of your questions, and if I didn't, just leave a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, let me know if you have a Neverfull in your collection, and let me know which size you got and why you chose it. So that is it for now. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!